How's it going, everyone? It's Artifact. Today I'm going to be showing you this recording I made while I was away in Poland on the weekend. Using this little microphone that I got from Amazon for like €10, dropping it down near the water and recording these textures. We're going to resample it into Vital to create this bass line right here. So pretty nasty and very textural and loud. We just have a little listen along with the drums as well. I've chopped up the audio file and I found the best part of the file where it had like the kind of nicest 2 seconds worth of kind of sound, and then I've just thrown it straight into the sample section here without the Michael Bay's, you know, the Michael Bay effects. Yeah. So there she is on her own without the filters. Now what I've done again is I've dragged the same sample then into the oscillator sections and selected the wavetable mode. So by dragging it into oscillator 1 here, it creates a wavetable, and then to cycle through that wavetable so it plays out the sound in its digitized form, we just make a small, slow LFO here and put it onto this section here so it moves up slowly through the wavetable. So I try to recreate the sound of the kind of water splashing there. Obviously it's not done the best job, but in the grand scheme of things, when we put everything together, it's gonna like kind of be moving at the same speed, so it's just kind of gonna work. And we're gonna blend in a sine wave here. Already we got quite a nice like basis for a bass sound, bass sound. It's frequency modulating from oscillator 1 here. Got some unison and some detuning on this kind of sine wave that's been pitched down as well. And then we add back in this third oscillator, which is again, you know, I've just again used the wavetable mode and the sample has been digitalized. And this one's got a bit more unison as well, and I've pitched it up. So they're kind of talking water monsters now. With the sample back in as well, we got some of that original texture as well, original nutter. Yeah, so together with that, we put on some filters. So I wanted this kind of sample to sort of start off high passed and then come in slowly. So I've put on sample mode here, and then on the LFO2 again. Set it so that it comes in over time, so we get more of that real water texture towards the end of the sound. There is another filter on here which is just doing some movement in the this oscillator 2 here. Just kind of moving the high end a little bit, notching out a few frequencies here and there. And I've actually got this time skew mode on this sine wave now, which makes it a little bit more distorted. At this point, I've got like a really big, overly distorted kind of sound that I need to sculpt into some kind of rhythm and groove now to make it interesting. So we're going to do this in mostly the filter section. So if we chuck on a filter, the Dirty 12 low pass filter, and I've got a new kind of rhythm going on this one now. This is the LFO3 here, and we've got an 1/8 dotted, so it's a kind of offbeat rhythm. And I've also started off with this kind of delay, so we have like a bit of this crazy texture on its own, and then we go into the chopped rhythm. And I've just tracked it to the beat and just played with the timing till it sounded cool. And the stereo mode here as well is on a little bit, so we've got a bit of this left and right magic happening, and that's also then being tracked to the LFO2. So at the beginning, we've got this kind of more stereo kind of stuff going on, and then over time as the notes held, it sort of centers back to the middle, so it becomes a bit more manageable to the mono people. You know, the mono people. I think I used a bit of chorus, I can't really remember. Anyway, a bit of compression as well. Start to bring out those crazy frequencies a bit. I'm not sure if I need the chorus there. Distortion. Well, that's quite insane, isn't it? Let's mix that in a bit. Hello, this is Reverb from Reverb D&B. And then EQ, this is a cool thing that I like to do a lot, to get boost a bit more of those mid-range frequencies which can be heard on any sound system. Go into this band mode and select like this kind of middle area of frequencies here. I've just moved it. And we just track this to the LFO as well, so we're just doing it to the gain, so it actually starts off like quite loud and then we gain it down, so it kind of goes in rhythm with the filter that we've got going on. And similarly here I've done the opposite on the high, so we kind of have the band pass and the high pass filter kind of moving like this, so we get that kind of juice and juicy lifey goody juicy goodness in the sound. And then something at the end I also did for this like start part to the sound where it's very textural and a bit crazy. I made it so that it flanges at the beginning, so we turned just pretty much the standard settings on the flanger, just turned it on, turned the mix up, and then tracked that to the LFO, so it only happens at the beginning and then it kind of fades off, so you can kind of hear, you get this flangey sound. But if we just use a little bit of it just at the beginning, so it's like a bit it gives a bit of a pitch life to that crazy texture at the beginning, like it puts some more kind of pitched frequencies into it because it was a bit like too not tonal enough. So that's quite cool. And then on this LFO3, you know, where we have this choppy movement, if I just save this preset. Oh, by the way, I released my latest Vital preset pack, which is on my website. The link is down below. Appreciate it if you support. And going forward on these new presets, I upload them to my Patreon. I'm also going to be capping my Patreon limit to 100 people. I think I'm at like 80, so there's like 20 spots left. But yeah, once that 100 has been filled, then that's going to be it. So you got no chance after that, unless someone leaves, of course. So if I just save this as the Harbour bass, because that's basically what it is, Harbour bass. And the other last thing I wanted to mention was, yeah, you can really just sculpt the sound a lot more just by playing with the curve of the LFO here. So I've actually set it a little bit off the grid as well. It's already off beat because it's the dotted pattern, but then it's also off the beat again. This is just, you're gonna just track it to your drum beat pretty much and try to get the coolest groove. And then like this is kind of how I liked it set up. So but you can like try and change the curves to get a bit of like different kind of rhythm and groove and movement into it. Yeah, but this was kind of what I found to be like the sweet spot here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that bass. For something that sounds completely different, right? I would probably use that kind of thing in like the intro to set a bit of a vibe. And then go into that. Yeah, so that's pretty heavy. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial of today. I'm sure we'll be back again tomorrow. So until then, peace.